60% of the American diet is not food. It is industrial chemical, engineered in a lab, designed to extend shelf life, enhance flavor, and make you eat more than you intended. And your body has no idea what to do with it. The FDA maintains a list of ingredients it considers generally recognized as safe. That list started with 800 chemicals. Today it contains more than 10,000. Most of them have never been independently evaluated. The cumulative effects of consuming multiple additives together? Poorly understood, largely unstudied. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is a business model, and it has 5 weapons. Weapon number 1, emulsifiers. They're in almost every packaged food you buy. Ice cream, bread, salad dressing, chocolate, margarine. Anything that needs 2 ingredients to blend smoothly or sit on a shelf for 6 months without separating. Here's what they do inside your body. Your gut has a lining, a barrier, 1 cell thick. It's the wall between your bloodstream and everything that shouldn't be in it. Bacteria, toxins, undigested food particles. Emulsifiers erode that wall. They strip away the protective mucus layer and increase intestinal permeability. When the barrier breaks down, your immune system detects foreign material in the blood. It attacks. Chronic inflammation follows, and chronic inflammation is the common root of nearly every modern disease, from autoimmune conditions to metabolic syndrome to cancer. Your grandparents' food didn't contain emulsifiers. Because their food didn't need to last 6 months on a shelf, it lasted 3 days. And then they ate more real food. Weapon number 2, artificial flavors. Read the label on almost any processed food. You'll see 2 words, artificial flavors. What you won't see is what that actually means, because what you're consuming is a cocktail of dozens, sometimes hundreds, of individual chemical compounds. The FDA does not require manufacturers to disclose what those compounds are. They're protected as trade secrets. Let that sink in. You're eating chemicals that are legally hidden from you. And it gets worse. A major study tracking nearly 187,000 adults over 11 years found that flavors and flavor enhancers in ultra-processed foods were among the 5 additive categories most strongly linked to higher all-cause mortality. But killing you slowly isn't even the primary function. The primary function is reprogramming your taste buds. Artificial flavors are designed to override your natural taste receptors, to make real food, actual strawberries, actual chicken, actual bread, taste bland by comparison. So you keep reaching for the engineered version, the one with the margin, the one they own. Your grandparents tasted real food. You taste chemicals designed to make real food boring. That's not an accident. That's a strategy. Weapon number 3, seed oils. Seed oils did not exist in the human food supply before the 20th century. Not one. Your great-great-grandparents never consumed canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower oil, or grapeseed oil. None of these existed. They are extracted from seeds using industrial solvents like hexane, a neurotoxin, then bleached, deodorized, and chemically processed until they resemble something you'd put in a bottle. Here's the biological problem. Your body evolved on a 1-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. That's the balance your cells, your brain, and your immune system were built to run on. The modern American diet delivers a ratio closer to 20-to-1, 20 times more omega-6 than your biology was designed to handle. The result? Chronic systemic inflammation, oxidative stress, disrupted cell membranes, increased risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, and metabolic dysfunction. And here's the part that should make you angry. Seed oils are polyunsaturated fats. That means they're chemically unstable. When you heat them, which is what cooking is, they oxidize. Oxidized fats produce free radicals. Free radicals cause cellular damage. Cellular damage accelerates aging and disease. Every restaurant you eat at cooks with seed oils at 350 to 400 degrees all day long. Every deep fryer, every stir-fry pan, every salad dressing. Meanwhile, the fats your ancestors cooked with for thousands of years, butter, tallow, lard, are saturated fats, chemically stable even at high heat. They replace the safest fats in history with the most unstable ones, in a single generation. In 1911, Crisco was invented. Obesity rate, 3%. By the 1950s, seed oils dominated American kitchens. Obesity, 10%. In the 1980s, the low-fat movement told you to replace fat with sugar and seed oils. Obesity, 15%. By the 2000s, seed oils were in everything. Obesity, 30%. Today, seed oils are the #1 source of calories in the American diet. Obesity, 42%. For 200,000 years, humans ate animal fats. Obesity was essentially non-existent. In 100 years of seed oils, we became the sickest generation in human history. Weapon number 4, artificial sweeteners. They were marketed as the healthy alternative. 0 calories, 0 sugar, the guilt-free option. The science says otherwise. Studies show artificial sweeteners alter your gut bacteria composition. They impair your insulin response. They increase glucose intolerance. The very conditions they were sold to prevent. That's not a side effect. That's a business model. Create the problem, sell the solution. The solution makes the problem worse. Sell more solution. Your body cannot be tricked. When it tastes sweet, it prepares for sugar. When the sugar never arrives, the system breaks. Insulin spikes without cause. Hunger signals misfire. Cravings increase. You eat more, not less. 0 calories was never 0 cost. Weapon number 5, the addiction itself. Here's the part the food industry will never say out loud. Ultra-processed food is not a willpower problem. It is an addiction problem. Research published in the BMJ found that the way people consume ultra-processed foods may meet the clinical criteria for diet. So why does the FDA allow all of this? Follow the money. The FDA is funded by the very companies it's supposed to regulate. The food industry pays user fees that make up a significant portion of the FDA's operating budget. The people writing the safety guidelines and the people selling the chemicals sit in the same rooms. They rotate between the same jobs. Seed oils cost pennies per gallon. Chemical processing gives them a shelf life measured in years, not days. They can be used in everything from crackers to salad dressing to deep fryers. The margins are extraordinary. In 1960, the American food industry was worth about $50 billion. Obesity rate, 13%. Today, the food industry is worth over $850 billion. Obesity rate, 42%. They are not making you healthier. They are making profit. Now here's the thing nobody in the industry wants you to realize. Your grandparents didn't need to decode ingredient labels. Their food didn't have any. Their butter was butter. Their bread had 5 ingredients. Their meat came from an animal, not a factory. Their food spoiled, because real food does. They weren't superhuman. They weren't on a special diet. They just ate food, actual food, before the industry figured out how to replace it with chemicals and charge you more for the privilege. That is the standard we should be measuring everything against. Not a marketing label, not an FDA approval, not a health claim on a box. Just this. Would your great-grandmother recognize it as food? If the answer is no, your body doesn't recognize it either. If you want the evidence-based protocols and the suppressed research the food industry would rather you never read, that's exactly what we send in our free newsletter. Over 40,000 people already get it. The link's in the description. And if you're ready to stop eating industrial chemicals and start eating the way your biology was actually designed for, the Ancestral Kitchen Bible has everything you need. No seed oils, no emulsifiers, no artificial sweeteners, no industrial chemicals, just food your body was built to run on. Use code 2026 for 50% off. Link in the description. Share this with someone who still thinks FDA approved means safe.